Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to be doing the weekly for the sign of Taurus. Alright, this is for September 1st to the 7th. And we're going to get right into pulling out your 3 romance messages for the week, Taurus. We have retreat, codependency, which just came out for Aries as well, and we have romantic feelings. Alright, so some or all of these may or may not resonate with you. Of course, take what resonates and enjoy throwing the rest away. We're also going to pull out your 3 animal spirits to see what animal spirits you may or may not be dealing with this week. Elements in terms of fire, water, air, earth, or ether. You may or may not resonate with them yourself, or they may be descriptive of the people that you're dealing with this week. So let's see for my lovely Taurus what it's all going to be about. Octopus energy. Wow. Water element. Very messy relationships. Lizard. Wow. Fire energy. All right. Lizard is highly perceptive. And Phoenix, rising from the Phoenix. So regenerative energy, ether. So we have water, fire, and ether. Now the octopus is an interesting character. We're just going to briefly go over. The octopus in its desire to be liked by everyone and to be like, you know what I mean? In its overzealousness in terms of relationships, the octopus gets itself into trouble because of the lack of boundaries. And so oftentimes it gets itself caught up in very messy situations. Its tentacles go into relationships where they have no business being. And as well, vice versa, they also allow people too close and into too personal areas that are too personal to them where they have no business being. And so before you know it, these relationships that the octopus has are quite messy, undefined, and ultimately end sort of in heartbreak and miscommunication. So octopus energy, you know, when you come in, whenever you're around someone and you're feeling quite drained, octopus energy is at play. So you could be dealing with somebody who's resonating with this, and they're really sapping your energy. They're really all up in your business. They really just kind of feel very oppressive to be around them. You want to also take care. This card can come in sometimes to warn us as well, to put boundaries in place in relationships where they're undefined and perhaps you know, lines are being crossed, right? And it's starting to get into some very messy area. Then we have the lizard, which is fire energy. But the lizard is highly, highly perceptive. It is extremely sort of like, it's got this sixth sense, right? It's got this real highly attuned sensitivity. You know, anytime something moves or there's a sound of anything, the lizard hears it right away. It's very quick. And so here we're talking about an energy that is very perceptive. You may be picking up on vibes and energies between individuals that other people are not picking up, right? So right now, the lizard energy just talks about a really high level of perceptivity or perception. But I want to say more to do with sort of like how people are interacting in your relationships. And so it can also be a way to reaffirm your intuition, right? This high level of perception with regard to how people are feeling, how, you know, how they're acting and what, you know, what's behind that. This is all in a way to sort of inform our intuitive abilities as well. And then we have the Phoenix, which is, of course, all about rising from the ashes. So some of you are really kind of going through a transformative period that right now is indicating a whole new you. So this could be a whole new life, a new job, a new you. But this is a real changing, right? A real change from who you were or what your life was like before. A total kind of transformation, right? You're kind of going through that if you're resonating with Phoenix energy. So let's get out 6 or 8 spreads, 3-card spreads, and talk about what you're going through this week, Aries. And we can take a look. These spreads are for love, life, and career. So they're not necessarily all going to be about relationships. But of course, relationships are at the heart of all things, right? Whether they're work relationships or friendships or lovers, family, etc. So, what's going on for our lovely Taurus this week, September 1st to the 7th? We're going to clear messages that's going to resonate with the Tauruses that are tuning in to this video. Alright, let's get right into it. We have Justice, Knight of Pentacles, and Eight of Swords. Wow. So some of you are certainly dealing with the balancing of a dynamic, right? The evening out of sort of energies that may have been out of balance. Some of you are actually waiting for actual decisions to come through to do a court or formalities. Oftentimes when justice comes up with the Pentacles card, we're talking about contracts that may be signed, right? But these things also come in a form of balancing the books, right? Balancing karma in a way, right? So for some of you who may have been doing without for quite some time, the decision, the balancing, or the decision comes in, should be coming in favorably for you to now begin to have abundance coming in. And certainly with Knight of Pentacles, we're talking about a favorable outcome for you at work, right? At a new business opportunity, Taurus. Certainly, like I said, things begin to balance out in your life, and the bad karma or negative karma that you've burned away, it starts to dissipate. You start to reap the rewards of the good karma that you've built up. All of this is indicative of Phoenix energy. But somebody in your life is presenting with Eight of Swords, so there's someone who's going to make this a little bit difficult for you. They may be trying to put you through a guilt trip. They may try to make you feel bad about yourself, right? Or gaslight you in some way. This could be because they see how well you're starting to do. They could see that the tide is now turning for you, Taurus. So just take care of that Eight of Swords energy. Also for yourself, take care not to be too restricted in your thinking. This Knight of Pentacles may be in a field or an area where you have to expand your perception to make use of the opportunities. So don't also yourself be too stuck in Eight of Swords, which is very constricted and restricted thinking. King of Pentacles, we have Sun. We're not reading reversals for the weeklies. King of Pentacles, Sun energy and Judgment. So there's a clarity that comes in for some of you to do with business. Could certainly be that you have a mentor coming into your life this week who's going to help you out, or it could be someone that is very renowned or influential in their field that you probably share with them. So I'm going to say this is like perhaps a career reading, right? But certainly this King of Pentacles is somebody who is very highly regarded, highly respected. They know what they're doing, but they're also very much like a benefactor or a mentor in the sense that they're willing to help you. And there's a lot of clarity that comes in this week about this. And as a result, I think for some of you, Taurus, is the fact that this person is coming in to sort of let you know that they believe in you, that they want to support your work. And you really have a very kind of like freeing moment, right? For some of you may have had some self-esteem issues about how good you are at your particular field or profession. And so all of this King of Pentacles and Sun energy comes in. And as a result, you really get a self-esteem booster. You let go of any kind of sort of doubts in yourself or guilty feelings or any kind of that negative energy that is associated with judgment, in the sense of you may have judged yourself up until now to not be talented enough, not be good enough, right? All of these little things, you start to let go of them because you start to get positive affirmations from people that you really respect in your field. We have Three of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and Queen of Swords. So some of you are being forced to kind of stand still right now and exercise some patience. You're looking to the future. You're really, desiring to move forward and increase your expansion or the path to your goal or your vision for yourself, right? With Three of Wands, we talk about really wanting to move forward on your life journey towards accomplishing your ambition. But you're having to stop for a moment. You're having to exercise a little bit of patience right now. And so Page of Pentacles comes in, and that's like a little message, a conversation, or a message about perhaps your career and the next step. This is probably something important that you need to know. And Queen of Swords comes in the sense that you need to be very discerning and not so like wrapped up in the ambitious part of your sort of dream. But here you're being asked to be much more discerning in the sense of embodying Queen of Swords energy, right? Really cutting through the bullshit. Being true to who you are. This Page of Pentacles could indicate a business meeting of some kind or a conversation of some kind that impacts your ability to move towards your goal. But part of that communication or meeting or whatever this connection or encounter here is, which is very, very sort of real encounter with someone. You may bump into someone or have a telephone conversation. It requires you to be 100% yourself so that you can move forward with this opportunity and perhaps clear some of the obstacles in the way here. Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and Ten of Cups. So some of you are certainly having a love interest. There are romantic feelings. You've been on your own for quite some time. Taurus, Nine of Pentacles is very Taurus energy. You've been really working towards your coin, building up your passion, your career, increasing your status in terms of your money, your wealth, what you have. You can see how hard, how beautiful the abundance is around this figure. She's worked very hard for it, yet she is alone. And so with the Nine of Pentacles, we have this desire now that after so many years or perhaps so long a time of working towards the monetary side of life, you realize that you want someone to share it with, right? And so you're ready for a connection of the heart with someone, and in perfect timing, in comes the Knight of Wands here, who comes in very much to sweep you off your feet, and this is a beautiful connection. So for some of you, this person is going to come off as very fiery, very quick-witted, right? They're very, very ambitious, and it may be somebody you've never met before, and they really come in out of nowhere. Of course, the romantic feelings are there, right? And so this all becomes apparent this week. We have the Empress, King of Wands, interesting, and Four of Pentacles. So some of you are in a relationship with someone, and it's like you're both kind of dealing with a Four of Pentacles moment. So it could be that you have increased responsibilities that have come into your life, or you feel there is some kind of threat to your to the stability of your environment or your material wealth. Okay, you could be representing, certainly you're probably presenting as Empress. Empress is Taurus kind of energy, Taurus energy, and so Venus energy, right? Loving yourself, taking care of yourself, and your partner can certainly be presenting with King of Wands. You guys are both very evenly matched, but it's kind of so this is for those of you who are in a relationship. This week you're having to strategize or figure out what to do there. For some reason your abundance is being threatened. It could be you guys run a business and something's happening with the competition or the money flow. It could be something to do with either of your careers, but certainly this week you're going to have to work together to sort of handle this Four of Pentacles sort of scenario. Hermit, Two of Pentacles, and Queen of Wands. Wow, interesting. So some of you have really been on your own for quite some time, walking a spiritual path. You've been juggling a lot of responsibilities. You may not have had as much money as you'd like to have, or disposable income. You may have been juggling two jobs, right, to kind of keep your feet, your head up above water, right? And so, but you feel like a change coming on. So for some of you, this week, it's interesting. Queen of Wands comes in. This could be someone that helps you with these responsibilities, someone who gives you an idea of how to move forward. It could be that you just really go through a transformative period as well. This week, things could be happening in your life as a result, because with the Hermit energy, we're talking about certainly having done a lot of shadow work, right? Certainly having walked a spiritual path and a solitary spiritual path. And now you're caught in this kind of monetary juggling, but still the rewards and the rewards from this shadow work are still meant to come in, even though you may be juggling a lot financially, in terms of responsibilities, in terms of your money coming in, right? Your monetary status, your abundance, right? But your spiritual work that you've done will come to fruition, and that comes can often come in the form of Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is someone who's done the spiritual work. She's transformed herself. She's learned a lot, right? And so she ascends into this very kind of strong role of power. And this kind of transformation is happening for some of you. Remember, Phoenix is in. So for some of you, and retreat. So you've been retreating with the Hermit Crab. But the Phoenix is coming in because all of that work is reaping the rewards now, as you sense these fundamental changes inside yourself, changes to like who you are, how you feel, how you see the world, right? Real changes to your psyche. Page of Cups, Lovers at the center, and Seven of Swords. Somebody wants to make a connection. Somebody's reaching out. They may want to date with you or to go out and have drinks with you. They're trying to give you a cup of love, a token of love. And yet at the same time, there's somebody else behind the scenes who's kind of trying to sabotage it. They're kind of trying to come in between this union. They may be trying to mess with this union in the sense that... well, Seven of Swords is a dream thief. You know, this is somebody who wants something really badly but not willing to work for it. It can also be somebody who wants what you have, right? So this could be somebody who could just be very close to you, Taurus. It could be a friend of yours who's just jealous of you because you've made a love connection, a strong love connection, and your person is reaching out to you. They may be giving you gifts or tokens of love, and this individual is presenting with a lot of jealousy. And so they're trying to interfere. It could also be someone who is jealous of your person, right? Someone in their life and who's coming in to serve. Whatever the case may be. This could also just be a friend who's jealous of you spending time with someone else. Whatever the case may be, this is this kind of toxic energy of somebody who's extremely envious, right? For what they're envious about is, you know, is almost irrelevant, but they're just envious, and that envy kind of drives them to do things to interrupt this process. So watch out for that this week. Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Strength energy. Interesting. Wow, so this is going to be the last spread. Nine of Cups, for some of you, you certainly get a wish fulfillment in terms of a new relationship. The romantic feelings are extremely strong with this Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is, of course, the great phallic symbol in the tarot deck. So when the Ace of Wands comes out, of course, it indicates... it can indicate a new passion or a new relationship. It can also indicate strong sexual feelings of attraction, romantic feelings, but certainly strong attraction, right? That feeling of physical attraction. And for some of you, it's a real wish come true. However, you are having to sort of like be very strong this week, right? You could be having romantic feelings for somebody who's extremely popular. This person could be presenting with octopus energy in the sense that they have a lot of messy relationships, and you need to be strong about that. Remember, Ace of Wands doesn't necessarily mean this is a great soul connection. It just means that it's there's a strong sexual attraction. Doesn't necessarily mean this is a soulmate or the most positive love connection for you, okay? This person could indeed resonate with octopus energy, and the sexual tension could be high, but they could be resonating with this kind of toxic octopus energy as well, and sapping your kind of energy, right? Another reason why strength is up. So just take care that the people that you're dealing with, or whoever you're dealing with, that you're you know, if you're getting involved with somebody based on your romantic feelings, that this person isn't like resonating with this kind of messy energy, that they or at least that you're not getting too close with them, that you don't wrap up all of this sort of like, oh, they're the perfect person, this wish fulfillment with somebody before they kind of prove who they are, right? Because I think on the surface, this person or this new sort of connection here that comes in on the surface, it looks like the perfect connection. It looks like your wish come true. But I want to say that when you dig a little deeper into this connection, you're going to find that there's a lot more to this individual and to having a relationship with them than meets the eye. All right, Taurus, this is your spread for the week, September 1st to the 7th. If it resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share. Comment below. Let us know what you're going through this week. Cross watchers, of course, let us know what you think about the reading as well, if it resonated with how you're feeling as a cross watcher. But for right now, thank you so much, Taurus. You guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye now.